Every year there's a number of moronic plays that take place that have a team's fan base face-palming so hard it leaves a handprint, even in spring training when the games don't actually count. And we saw exactly one of these moments today in a contest between the Cubs and Giants, when a triple play took place on a single to right field. You heard me correctly. 3 outs were recorded on a routine base knock to the outfield, and the manner in which it came about was so unexpected it prompted the iconic announcer calling the game, John Miller, to call out the player mainly to blame in a hilariously honest way. The game began in about as unusual fashion as possible, as before we even saw anything in terms of play on the field, there was a delay when there was a fire alarm that went off caused by some fan apparently smoking on premises. This came shortly before our titular character, Matt Shaw, would draw a walk, getting pushed up to second when Alex Bregman did the same. It was here that we would see our highlighted moment, when Seiya Suzuki flipped a 2-1 fastball just over the head of Luis Arraez in right field, with Shaw getting a fairly bad read on it, resulting in him only getting up to third. This created some chaos, as Suzuki, assuming the play was probably going to go to that bag, took off for second, getting thrown out by Rafael Devers, leaving Bregman to make his own way slowly to third base, where he was tagged out because there was already someone there. That left Shaw safe on the bag, but for some reason, the sophomore infielder decided to just leave it anyway, apparently assuming he'd been tagged out, creating a triple play out of thin air for the Giants, drawing a surprised reaction from pretty much all of their players. Miller also had this to say.
And now the runner at third leaves the base, and he's going to be tagged out. It's a triple play to end the inning. Oh, wow. Matt Shaw made a boneheaded rookie mistake there. Bregman was the guy who got called out. He left the bag, and then Shaw left the bag as well. And then the coaches there said, where are you going? Get back over there. As Chapman walked over and tagged him out. Triple play. Unbelievable.
It's not often you hear an announcer call something boneheaded on a big league field, but considering what he had just witnessed, I do think it was appropriate. I really have no idea what Matt was thinking here. Pretty much anybody who knows the rules of baseball should know that he was safe right where he was, but hey, at least it's spring, so all this is going to end up being is a funny footnote instead of some kind of highlight to be added to a year-end list of empty-brained maneuvers. The Giants would eventually end up winning this one by a final score of 4-2, with one more element of weirdness being that only 1 run in the entire contest was scored on a hit. This RBI single from Will Brennan. The rest were on field outs and a wild pitch. Alright everybody, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and if you did, consider checking out any of these other videos on your screen right now for other content just like this. Also, if you ever see anything you'd like to see me detail in the video, feel free to reach out to my email, basebpoet@gmail.com, and if I end up using your idea, I'll give you a shout out. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.